Ryan Little.
Japan! Hey there, welcome back to the vlog. Now, anybody that's known me for 10 minutes will be able to tell you pretty easily that I'm a bit of a fan of GoPros. I've had two GoPro Heroes, the original ones, and the GoPro 2s, GoPro 4s I've got a pair of. I skipped the 3s for some reason, I didn't really feel a need. I bought a pair of GoPro 5s, I swapped one of those for a cell phone for my father. I got a GoPro 6. Here are the first couple of GoPros I got. That's the GoPro Hero. Now, when I bought these, suddenly they opened up a whole new world for me. There was a whole range of different things you could get for them. You could get the different housings and cases and bits and pieces that come with them in the 3D kit, and the mounts and sticky plates and different screws and all that sort of thing. All of this sort of stuff was available for them. Then I got a couple of GoPro 4s and a couple of Hero 2s as well in the middle there. Since then I've also gone and got myself a Hero 5. Fantastic thing. I love the Hero 5. It's one of my favourites. I found this little fella in a second-hand store and picked that up. That's the original one, not the 2. And then of course I had to go and get a Hero 6. And I've got car mounts for them. I've got dash cam mounts. We've got memory cards. I've got the GoPro power supply, which of course has to go with it. I then went and started looking at selfie sticks. I even got a clone to compare that with them. I've got the audio jack. I went and got some really cute fluffy microphones, and that worked so well that I went and got another really cute fluffy microphone to go with it. I got more mounts, I got more cables, I got floaty handles, I got cases, I got battery packs, all this sort of stuff. And that ends up being quite a bit of gear for the GoPros. So as you can see, I'm fairly well invested in GoPro. That's just some of my stuff. And I can't of course forget the microphone and flash bracket, just so that I can get some better audio off it as well. Because they do have their problems, as if you've seen my previous videos about GoPros, you'll know that one of my frustrations across several models of them has been that whole not being able to power a ambient powered microphone. So we've still got that, and the Zoom H1 there really does fix that up if you've got the time and effort to set that up and keep the thing running and remember to turn it on and off. So do you think that's enough for me, getting all of this? Not a chance. I had to go get the new one. I've only got one so far. The GoPro 7. So anyway, now I've got this thing and all of this sort of stuff here, I guess we're going to have to open this baby up and have a look and see what's in it. Okay, here we go. As usual, it's the same old GoPro box that we've had since the original Hero, really. Nice pictures, the good protective housing and stuff on it. So we'll do the usual thing. Now, a lot of people have fun trying to open up the GoPro boxes, and they often don't notice that it's got a fairly easy way of opening it on most of them, if you follow the instructions. But hey, who follows instructions? So anyway, I've ripped that off, and I will just yank this and pull it out. And when you do that, the top here just comes off as a great big tube, and there we have the GoPro on a mount and the box underneath it. So this mount just comes off like this, same as always. You just flip up that bit at the back there, squeeze those in, and it slides forward out of the mounting plate. Don't throw this out, it's actually quite useful. You can take that plate and put it into all sorts of places, and you've got a really good bonding area underneath that once you get it off the cardboard box. So there's the GoPro anyway, it's in its housing, so I'll just pop the housing here. Not too bad actually. Now, to get the GoPro out of the housing, in case you're not the biggest experienced person, just push on those two corners. Don't push on the screen, push on the corners and it will just pop out the back. Now, unlike the 5 and 6, the 5 was easy to tell apart because it was the only one with the grey housing. All the ones before that were that sort of colour. This one here differentiates itself by having the 7 on the side, which is useful because the 5 and 6 here and under here somewhere, you hold those two up together, and there's no way to tell them apart really. Actually, there's no way to tell them apart at all, apart from the fact that I've written a 2 on the front of that one, so no, it's one of my GoPro 5s. So anyway, this one here, it's a slightly darker colour than the 5 and 6. Same lens cap, same profile. I think you find that the dimensions are pretty much identical. So I will just peel that off. There we go. I'll put that somewhere useless. And there we go. There's the GoPro. Now it takes the same batteries as the 5 and 6, which is great. There's not one in there at the moment. That's easy fixed because I'm pretty sure I'll find that there's one in here. So I'm just going to open up this box here. Here's the paperwork, as you would expect. Instructions, I'm not going to read those. There's some GoPro stickers. I'll probably keep those for 10 years, not wanting to use them until I find somewhere useful. A book about how not to electrocute yourself with the GoPro in 10, 15, 16, 18 different languages, just in case you get really bored at night. Open up this, we've got the battery, that's going to be very useful in half a second. And we have of course got another USB 3 to USB-C cable, always good. Take note that it is a USB 3 to USB-C. That's really handy because as the USB 2 cable won't go anywhere near as quick. We got a couple more sticky mounts, though you can never have enough. And underneath the other side is absolutely nothing at all. So here's the GoPro 7. Now, like all of them, it's got the nice little slidey door on the side. That's a pretty good clean action. I remember the 5 and 6, of course, were quite sticky and a little bit difficult to open and close. I ended up just taking the doors off. I imagine you can take the door off this one just as easily as well. Yep, it's the same mechanism, so it just pops off the side. They've just sort of improved the machining of it a bit more. And of course the door at the bottom, that one doesn't look like it pops off, or at least not so easily. I'm not worried about that at all. I'll just slot the battery in there, so it's the same battery as the others. Put it on in, close the door shut, and I'll push the button on the side to turn it on. There we go, straight away it's up and running. Okay, I'm just going to do the setup. Yes, English, legal stuff, I agree to it. Captures the location of where you are. Yes, I want GPS on. The date today is of course the 2nd of October, and the time is 8:43 PM, so there we go. I like to go to the 24-hour time if I can on devices. It just makes it easier for reading it and not having to look at the AM PM later on when you're doing post stuff. Click on that and there you go, it looks like it's all ready to go. Menu layout on this is a bit different to what I've seen before. That's okay, I will figure it out and get used to it quick enough. In the meantime, here we go. So that's all good and ready to go. Right, tomorrow I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to go and play with some of the modes of it, see what we get out of this puppy. Actually, I was just looking at all the stuff I've got here, particularly these fellas here, the old GoPro Hero, the original one. Now this was a bit of a groundbreaking kind of camera, because it, you can see on the back there, if it'll come into focus, it will do 1080 at I think 30 frames a second, yeah, and a lot of other resolutions at up to 60 frames a second that weren't particularly used. Well, actually I do 720 at 60 frames a second. So it was the first camera to let you do some decent slow-mo. It was a hell of a long time ago. And it's got this great big huge lump of a lens on the front with a fairly small aperture on it, to be honest, but you know, for its time it was absolutely bloody fantastic. It came in this beast of a case and you could put back screens on it and backpacks and things, but the thing that really excited me about it in particular, and a lot of other people, was that you add this thing here to 2 of these, and I tell you what, a lot of people went and bought 2 of these just for this, and you go and grab this case here. See, now what this case did was it let you put your 2 GoPro Heroes in here, one around that way and the other one around the other way, so that your lenses were the normal ocular distance for eyes, roughly in the middle. Then you could take this thing here, plug it one end in there and the other end into there, and what that do is it let the two GoPros in here synchronize with each other, and you could take 3D footage. It's a 3D camera with GoPros. That was just bloody fantastic. And you know what, the big thing I always wondered about GoPro and this 3D camera potential setup rig here is, why did you never do it again? What was it that stopped you from making another one of these cases and a sync cable for further GoPros? You've got the technology, you already made it, you invented it. Why haven't you kept using it? I want to see the Hero 7 get one of these cases. There's a challenge for GoPro.